Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, welcome. It's the tea with your girl Nee and Ree. Who got the tea? We got the tea. Get ready for the tea with Nee and Ree. Who got the tea? Get ready for the tea. Get ready for the tea with Nee and Ree. But today you have just me. So welcome back, y'all. This is a channel where we rep God. His name is Jehovah. And we talk about life, finances, wifedom, made up that word, finances, and everything in between. The goal here is for you to leave here with a little bit more knowledge than what you came with. So last week we talked about a budget and y'all had homework. So did anybody do their homework? Did you do your homework? If you didn't, it's okay. We're going to work on it. The budget is something actually that you probably are going to have to work on for a while. You're going to have to tweak it. Actually, it's a lifelong thing because you're going to tweak it as your money comes in, as your money increases, and as your money decreases. Now, the reason why we want to focus on a budget, the reason for this video is because if you don't have a budget, your money's going to tell you, well, actually, it's not going to even tell you where it's going. It's just going to leave. And you want to be able to tell your money where to go and let your money work for you. So I found an article on the 3 reasons why you should have a budget. And I got it from savvybudgetboss.com. So that's savvy, SAVVY, budget, BUDGET, boss, BOSS, that's you, your boss.com. And the 3 reasons why they say you need a budget is because it puts you in charge of your money, right? You don't want your money just running away and you don't know where it gets. A one night stand. We don't want that. You can live on less than what you earn and you can get out of debt faster. And when you do all 3 of these things, y'all, that's what we're striving for. And it's wealth. You can start building your wealth because you have money to save. So, one of the ways, actually, I'm sorry, I told you last week how you can do a budget, and I didn't really show you. So, I know this is bootleg, and I do apologize, but I told you you can use pen and paper. You can also use a spreadsheet on a computer for my tech savvy people. I actually do both. I have to see it, feel it, and then I can put it into my computer. I know it's double the work, but that's what I need to do. That's how I live my life. So this is a sample budget. Y'all, this is not my real budget and the numbers are totally wrong. But I just wanted to show you all how easy it can be. So can you see this? Let me see. All right, so um that's the monthly income at the top, which is 4,800. And then you have the monthly bills. So you have tithes, that's what I pay first. We have our car note, rent, mortgage, cell phone, internet, insurance, utilities, credit card bills, water, hospital, student loans, school, and daycare. So the total is actually wrong because I know somebody is going to calculate that and say, she can't count. I didn't include the tithes when I did it. So that is wrong. But at the bottom, if you go on, you also see, hold on, let me see if I can move it up. So you have the gas and you have the groceries as well. And then I included the tithes, but I forgot $80. So I told you this is wrong. But don't judge me. Y'all, the whole point of this is so you can start working on your budget, okay? So don't lose the, what's the word I want to say? Don't use, not don't use. Make sure you focus on doing your budget. And this is just an example of how you can get it done. And again, I'm sorry. Y'all, as I grow, I'm going to learn how to be a little bit more tech savvy and I can show you more on the screen. So follow me and watch me grow. Another thing that I want to do is I want to share with you a story from the Bible, right? Because we rep Jehovah on this channel. It's a short story. So some people may know it's about the prodigal son, or from the New Living Translation, they say the lost son. I am just going to read 3 verses from Luke chapter 15, verse 11 through 14. So it says, To illustrate the point further, Jesus told them this story. A man had two sons. The younger son told his father, I want my share of your estate before you die. First of all, that's rude. And I don't think you can really ask a parent that these days without getting chopped. Okay? But nevertheless, the father agreed to divide his wealth between his sons. Now, you know what I also get, and I'll go back to the story. It's funny how only one son asked for the money, but he decided to divide it all with his sons, okay? But with his two sons. So his father agreed to divide his wealth between his sons. A few days later, his younger son packed up all his belongings and moved to a distant land. So I believe he left the country and he went to the city and was like, party, 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 party. So he spent all his money and while living. And about this time, his money ran out. A great famine came into the land, and he began to starve. So that is Luke chapter 15, 11 through 14. Now, it goes on to tell you that he ended up persuading somebody to hire him because he was so hungry. Let me work. Let me work for my food. He squandered all his money. He spent it. He did not have a budget. He just figured, I'm going to live life like it's no tomorrow. And that's what he did, and ended up working for somebody where he almost ate. He was taking care of the pigs, and the food that he was feeding the pigs, the pig jaw, the food that he was feeding the pigs looked so good to him. I don't know if he ate it. It said he came to his senses. I don't know how close he got, but he could have. He could have ate the food. But he realized, hey, my father has land, my father has money, and I could at least be his servant and get treated better than this. So he went home, and his father was so happy that he came to his senses that he threw a party for him. Now, the other son that was with the father the whole time got upset behind this, but his father was telling him, hey, you've been with me this whole time, and everything that I have is already yours. Go back, read the story. It's a really good story, and they even have some more stories in there in that chapter of Luke. But what I want to focus on is, again, the point that he did not have a budget. He got his money, he spent it, it ran out, and then he had nothing. Thank goodness there was a backup plan. And I guess the backup plan was his dad. He could go home and he could start all over again. But the thing about that is we also can start all over again. So if you messed up with your money last year, last month, last week, yesterday, you can start again. Don't be so hard on yourselves. Go ahead, do that budget. It takes time. You are going to have to do this. Is a life thing anyway. As your money increases, you're going to have to redo your budget. As your money decreases, you're going to have to do your budget. But the goal is to make sure that you are in charge of your money. You want to make sure that you are telling your money where to go. Okay? So that is the biggest point that I wanted to make today. I didn't want to come before you long, and I hope that when we talk next time, if you have any questions, make sure you leave it down in the comments, and I can have some more places for you to go to get ideas on how to create a budget. There is one more thing. I'm sorry. There's a plan called the cash envelopes, and this is another way to help you save money or to stay on budget. This is the Dave Ramsey program, I believe, and Ree can talk about it when she comes back on. But this is more so not for your bills. This is more so for your groceries, your entertainment, and gas. So what you do is, once you get paid, whether you do it monthly or weekly or every 2 weeks, what you do is you put the money into your envelope. So if you said, okay, we have $100 for groceries for these 2 weeks, we have $100 for gas for these 2 weeks, you may need 200. And we have $100, again, you may need 200 for these groceries. Once you spend that money in those envelopes, that's it. If you have a little bit more money left over in one envelope to another, then you can go ahead and spread it out there. So maybe I need more money for gas. Then I'll take out my entertainment. And you may just say, you know what, we can't do entertainment because these gas prices are high. We can't watch no movies. We're going to stay home. So, but that's what you do. You have to navigate your way. And sometimes you have to take from some and put into another. And that's why it's important to have a budget. So the cash envelopes is a good way to do it. And there are other different ways to manage your money. There's no right way, no wrong way. As long as it works for you, you can also mix and match different strategies. The library is also a good place. Y'all always hear me talk about the library. The library is a resource for a lot of good information, and it is free. I'm not going to even say free 99 no more, because the 99 at the end, that's some sense, and it's free. So check out your library, Google. Um, Even if you have credit cards, I believe some of those apps can also help you with budgeting. There are a lot of different tools out here for you to use. There's no excuse. Last week we talked about getting your money, not your money right. We talked about getting your thoughts right, getting your mind right. And today I really want to focus on let's get it done, y'all. So I showed you a simple and easy way to do it on pen and paper. Check out those apps with different credit cards. You can use Chase, I believe, has one, Capital One, any credit cards that you may have. And if you don't have a credit card, check out online ways to budget, and also your library. Free. And next week, hopefully, we can talk about doing some saving. If you have any questions, again, leave it in the comments and we will be sure to get back to you. Hope you learned something today. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you again here next Thursday at 7:30. Have a good one, y'all. Oh, I forgot to mention earlier in this that this is a recording. We are not live, but we will see you next week. Okay? Have a good one. Bye, y'all.